The Detroit People Mover could soon be seeing some upgrades. The Detroit Transportation Corporation, which is the organization behind the rail service, is launching a year-long study looking to see what long-term and short-term improvements could be made. Detroiters have plenty of suggestions. Check out these comments posted to our Facebook page. Bill says the People Mover is a great way to see the city, but he wishes it was longer and included Detroit stadiums, while Cordell wants it expanded to include the Little Caesars Arena. And Bill says it would be great if it ran to the airport. I wanted to know more about the possible changes, so I took a ride on the People Mover today with General Manager Robert Kramer. Every day, Detroiters grab their bags and step aboard the People Mover.
It saves me a lot of money and saves me a lot of walking.
The Detroit People Mover has been rounding the near 3-mile loop, making stops across downtown since service began in 1987.
It's an asset. It's especially good for like conventions, like say when we had the NFL draft, somebody can get off close to the area with a draft.
And after counting its millionth rider this year, the Detroit Transportation Corporation says it's time for improvement. Something frequent riders like John Harrison are hoping will eventually mean an expansion past downtown.
Farther towards the suburbs where we can get there and get them jobs and get more people down here from the suburbs. Make it easier for them to get down to our great city.
To determine what changes would be most helpful and feasible, the DTC is launching a year-long $800,000 study, which will include input from neighbors, landowners, and city departments.
The study could result in a lot of different solutions. Some of them could be actually expanding the footprint in the track, maybe into some of the neighborhoods, in the neighborhoods around the downtown area. But the study could also think about better ways to connect farther out to get people into the system as well. So could be, improvements to DDOT routes. This is the autonomous vehicle shuttle that's been piloted. Maybe it's something like that can connect people into the stations.
Detroit People Mover General Manager Robert Kramer says those changes could be as small as renaming stops or as large as exploring a two-directional system.
I don't see how they can expand it because I don't see how they can do it. So I would just say just improve on the service that we presently have.
The DTC says the ultimate goal is to make the experience better as they look to attract even more riders next year.
It's been around for, again, for 37 years. And downtown has kind of grown and changed and really turned into a different place in some ways while we're here. But we've been here the whole time and just kind of rolling with some of those new opportunities for people to really have a great experience.
Now, tomorrow, the DTC will officially accept a proposal deciding which firm will conduct that study. From there, the study is expected to take a year.
Yeah, so great reporting. What is the timeline on all of this?
It'll really depend on what comes out of that study. If it's smaller scale items like changing names of signs, they could begin that before the study is even concluded. If it's larger scale things like exploring that two-directional system, that'll be a years-long project that they'll also have to secure funding for it. So it's really just dependent on what comes out of the study.
Well, thank you. A lot of eyes will be on that study and a lot of people impacted by what they find.
Of course.
Thank you.